Boom. Little viral me. Boom. Little viral me.
Welcome back to Mel's Kitchen, my fellow at-home chefs, where it's restaurant quality cooking made at home. Today we are doing the viral feta pasta. You know I had to do it, but I'm doing it my way. As you know, I do not eat noodles. So we're going to start with our tomatoes. We're going to throw our tomatoes in here just like that. We are going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on. I will have the information in the description box below to tell you how much of each thing. We are going to have a little sea salt. We're going to add a little bit of pepper. I'm going to add some minced garlic. And then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder also. I'm going to take that and I'm going to stir that around with my tomatoes. Just like that. You know, I've seen 1,000 of these videos, but I haven't seen any do them with a pasta substitute or with meat. So today I'm going to make a little bit of room for my feta cheese. And I'm going to add my feta cheese in. Now I'm actually going to add in 2 blocks. So I'm going to do it like that. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of olive oil on top of that, like that. I'm going to put a little bit more salt. I'm going to put a little bit of grate on everything seasoning just to get a little bit of a kick in. I didn't want to use that crushed red pepper, but you can use crushed red pepper if you want to. And I'm going to do a little bit of cracked pepper. Now I'm going to put this in the oven for 25 minutes, and then I'm going to add my shrimp to it. Squash, as I've said a few times before, I don't eat a lot of carbs. I do eat carbs, but not as many. I try to do it as the low carb version of everything I can. I'm going to take each one of these spaghetti squash that my husband has already cut open for me. He's also gotten all the seeds out. I'm just putting just a little bit of olive oil in. And then I've got a little brush. I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to brush it all around. Just like that. In each one of them. I've already got my oven preheated to 400 degrees. Now typically I would do it on 400 for about 40 minutes, but as you can see these are a little bit smaller spaghetti squash, so I'm actually going to stop it on 30 minutes. The last 5 minutes of baking my spaghetti squash, I actually turn them over. That's to get the excess water out. If you've ever tried spaghetti squash and it was too watery, I'm going to show you how to keep it from being watery. Okay, so now that we've got them all done with olive oil, I'm going to take a little bit of salt. And I'm just going to sprinkle it lightly over it. Again, I am using sea salt, that pink Himalayan sea salt. The next, I'm going to use garlic powder, a light coating. I'm going to use black pepper. And then just a little bit of parsley. Now I'm going to put these again. I'm going to put them in the oven on 400. I'm going to put them in for 30 minutes. If your squash are bigger than mine, you're going to put yours in for 45 minutes. But at 40 minutes, you're going to turn them over and let them cook upside down like this, okay? But we're going to start them all out facing up. Okay, talk to you soon. Guys, they are ready. My timer just went off. Again, I cooked them a little bit less time than you normally would. You see that bubbling in the middle? That's what's going to let me know that they're good and done. And I do not want them to be super watery. Some people don't know that you should cook them for their last few minutes by turning them over. So I'm literally going to take it. You have to be really careful because it is hot. And turn it over. If this little brown spot is too much bigger than that, and especially if it indents, which mine do not, then you've let them cook too long. So that's another way to check them. Okay. So I'm going to cook them like this for another 5 minutes, and then I'll pull them back out and they'll be good to go. I'll let them sit when I pull them back out for at least an hour. I don't want them to be hot at all. Okay guys, so while that's cooking, I've got my shrimp here that's already been deveined, ready to go, deshelled. I'm going to take that. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, minced garlic to it. I'm going to add some Grate on Everything seasoning to it. I'm also going to add some olive oil. I'm going to add just a little bit of lime juice. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, some parsley, and some pepper. And I'm going to let this sit and marinate for about 15 minutes until it's ready to come out of the oven, until my pasta sauce is ready to come out of the oven. And then I will add it in. Look at that. It's been in here for 25 minutes now. I'm going to get it out. Sit it right here. And now I'm going to add my shrimp to it. I'm just going to lay it in there all the way around. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Look at that. Guys, so it is ready. It smells so good. I'm just going to take my cheese. I'm going to start moving it around like this, mixing it up in there, getting my tomatoes. This dish smells so good. Look at that. And I'm going to mix it all up in there. The sound of these, this fork bothers me, so I'm actually going to change over to a wooden spoon. And just mix my tomatoes up in there with that shrimp. It smells so, so good. I'm going to go ahead and take my parsley that I have and put it on top. Not parsley, this is basil. Taking basil that I have, put it on top. Fresh basil. Oh my goodness, look at that. And then I'm going to add in my spaghetti squash. So let me just show you what that looks like. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh my gosh. Okay guys, so I've got my spaghetti squash. It's ready. Okay. Look at that, it's hot, it's ready to go. And I'm just gonna start pouring it in. I'm going to pour in some of it, and then I'm going to mix it around in there. Look at that. That looks amazing. Oh, yeah, baby. I told you there was a healthy way to make this. Gonna put in just a little bit more spaghetti squash. Mix that around in there. Look at that. Okay, guys, you know what time it is. It is time. Look at this dish. Just one more time. Look at how beautiful that is. You ready, baby?
Yeah, especially how long it took us to find some feta cheese.
It took us forever to find feta cheese.
For real. Y'all going crazy over this. It better be good too, I tell you that. Had me spending most of my day looking for cheese. Oh, that look cheesy. And you know I like some hot tomatoes. Baby, this was viral, man. Hold on. Y'all need to go. Well, go and cut this off. Well, I need to eat. It's so good. It's cheesy. I love the way the tomato just kind of burst in your mouth. It's hitting on everything. It's hitting. Go viral with it, baby. Go viral.